Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another episode of Immersive Minecraft Survival. My name is Dig, and in today's episode, we're getting ourselves some new gear. I have spent many hours trading with villagers, and I have amassed quite a bit of levels as well as the materials and books needed for our new gear. In the last episode, I spoke to you all about wanting to pillager-proof the village. And I figured out that in order to pillager-proof a village, or anything for that matter, you have to have a block light level of 9 or higher. And that's pretty difficult to do, but I also learned that they do not spawn directly in villages. They have to spawn further away from the player. I think it's like 26 to 40 something blocks. And you also have to be outside of a village yourself as a player. So this gave me some ideas. So what I did was I walked around and I put all of these torches underneath these moss carpets, which gives a pretty decent light level in this entire area. This is regular mob proofed, and I've been here for many hours and I have yet to see any pillagers spawn nearby, which is really awesome. Another thing I did to pillager-proof this area was install these trapdoors that go on the front of the markets here. And this will prevent these guys from getting shot if any pillagers do spawn. There's also bamboo underneath this moss carpet, which will prevent any mobs from actually being able to walk into this building if I forget to close the door. Now, I used this contraption over here to cure the villagers. It has our little friendly zombie in here, whose name is One of Us, and you just pop open these trapdoors with your villagers on the minecarts, and he'll punch them, and they'll eventually turn into zombie villagers. I actually ended up getting quite a few villagers with the appropriate books that I've wanted, and also armor and tools, so getting our new gear will be a breeze. If we just head over here into my little cobble hut that really needs to be tore down, I will be able to show you just all of the things that I've gathered. So in this top chest here, we have all our blocks of emeralds from trading with the farmer villagers with the carrots and potatoes that we've been farming. And this currently has some feather falling, fortune 3, frostwalker, protection, silk touch, etc. And then some of these are down here for my armor. I have filled up a lot of these chests with different things. As you can see, I'm breaking 3, sharpness, power, and all the goodness. What we need to do now is come down here to our armor and smith, and they will sell us our new diamond gear. Now we have our diamond armor. We're going to be able to turn that on the grindstone and get rid of the enchantments and put our own custom ones on. You may have noticed that I actually had a diamond pickaxe in my inventory, and this is an Unbreaking 3, Efficiency 5, and Fortune 3 mending pick. And I needed this to actually gather the gold I needed to be able to make all the apples for the villagers. Let's grab the rest of our gear here, our axe and shovel. I tried to get a hoe, but I couldn't actually end up getting a villager with that. And our sword. Now I'm going to strip all of these tools of their enchantments and add the enchantments that I want to them in this tiny little cramped room. As you can see, we now have our fully enchanted gear ready to go, and I have a little bit of a quest for us to go on today. That quest being, we need to go to an ocean monument, and I have a cartographer here, and we're going to get the Ocean Explorer map, and we're also going to get the Woodland Explorer map for later. Now, I need to go to the ocean monument for a future build because I need sponges. As you know, there's a bunch of water in our base and around our base and in all the caves by our base, and I would like to get rid of that so I can do some creative things. But first, I gotta go get some sponges. But before we can get sponges, I'm gonna need to collect some resources for this journey. I have some potions of water breathing that I prepared earlier and some milk buckets and just a couple of these. I'll take 3 and that should do us just fine for this adventure. Now I have to try and find if I can locate where this ocean monument is on this map. I haven't quite found the ocean monument yet, but I think I'm on the right path. However, I did come across this sunken ship. So let's hop down in here and see if there's any goodies for us. Carrots and potatoes and a curse of vanishing tunic. I don't think we're gonna take that. Is there any other chest? I don't know if there is a second chest on this one. Oh, wait, no, that's the same one. Yeah. Oh well. Finally found the ocean monument. It's down here. You can see the sea lanterns, and I see the guardians now too. This was actually not too far away from the base. It's just over there. Didn't want to load all of these chunks for 120, but I think we'll be okay. There's quite a few of them down there, isn't there? All right, let's put this away. Get a water breathing potion in us. And I accidentally picked it up with water. All right, let's head down here. We're just going to go right through the center here. Uh-oh. I don't know if I should shield or not. I don't know if shield's going to do anything for us here. All right, let's bust. Okay, and there's the mining fatigue. That was fast. Wait, is this the guardian? Did we find it already? That was fast. We have golden carrots, so we should be good as long as we get some hunger. There we go. We did it. Boom. There's our first wet sponge. I'm just gonna suck on this. I didn't mean to do that, but okay. There we go. Let's get another one down here just in case we get another. Now, isn't there supposed to be like a room or something that has a bunch of loot? I don't know. I've never actually done a ocean monument before, so this is all new to me. Oh, there's the sponge. Yes! Nice! Now, I'm hearing a lot of noises, and I don't know what those noises are. Did my... Oh, I forgot. When you drink, you get rid of the ocean, or the water-breathing potion as well. But I actually made a diving helmet, so we have unbreaking... Seriously? Mining fatigue? Alright, let's go ahead and get another water potion. Perfect. Oh, I didn't bring my hoe. Oops. Well, that's going to make this interesting. Can I just yoink that and breathe here now? No. Okay, well, I'm going to mine this up. I think I found the loot cube. Yep, that is gold blocks. Nice. You know, this would have been really useful when I was trying to actually breed up all of the villagers and get them tamed. All right, there's still one more guardian left, and I'm looking for him because I've got 1 bucket left of milk. I found him. I've got mining fatigue, so this is going to take a little while. Come on, dude. Yes, give me that sponge. Now, is there more than just the 2? So like a 3rd or 4th one? The answer is yes. I found a 3rd one. Hopefully we have enough air for this one. I've got a door, so I can use that. There's a lot of guardians in this area, too. And they're smacking me down. All right, there we go. And I think there might be more sponge in this area. Let me just place my door down real quick. Well, I collected up quite a bit of resources, and now there are a lot of angry guardians waiting for me. I don't think there's any more sponges for us to get, so I'm going to head on off back to base. Well, now that we're back home and we have our nice sponges, I wanted to show you what we're actually going to use them for. As you know, these holes down here are very deep and they have lots of water in them. And this one right behind here is also extremely deep. So I thought this would make a good hole for some sort of underground quarry or something like that. However, I have not decided on what I want to do with that hole. So if you have any ideas or suggestions, please let me know down in the comments. For the rest of today's episode, I will be working on the waterfall that I want to put in this area here, flowing down into this little pond, as well as the river that's going to be flowing where these torches are placed, and it will flow over to here, over to the lake, and then this way over towards the river that's by our portal. I'm over here by the portal looking at this gorgeous sunrise because I actually found something very interesting that I didn't even know was in Minecraft. While I was digging around for gold, I actually came across an iron ore vein. So here it is. This is what it looks like. It actually generates with these raw iron ore blocks, which is really cool. And I didn't want to mine it because I've never seen this. I didn't even know this was a feature in the game. So keep your eyes out for this. It's pretty cool. I collected so much iron ore. It's insane. Now, most of that wasn't necessarily from the iron ore vein, although it was very large. I just was getting lost in the cave trying to find my way out, and this is what I found. So that's cool. I wanted the raw iron ore anyway, but all I had on me was my silk touch pick. Now that I'm finally back home and I have all of my tools, I'm going to get started on the river and the waterfall. I'm not exactly sure on how I want the river to look, and the terrain moves and ebbs and flows quite a bit, and I've never done a river like this before, so it's going to be very interesting. But before I get too carried away on building here, I just wanted to give you guys a little bit of an outline of my idea for the waterfall. As you can see already, I've added a little bit of dirt up there to thicken it up, and I'm going to have like sort of these tiers where the waterfall will come out and then come back down and then come out and then come back down. And it's going to keep doing that, and I'm going to make a little pond up there on the top. This is the rough shape so far. I'm going to probably end up adding some stone here and there to make it look more like a cliff. But for now, it will just be dirt. And I'm going to add the water next that will flow down into this pond. I think it looks pretty good. It's definitely a lot different than it was. I'm trying to make it as natural as possible, but it's kind of difficult, especially because I kind of need the water to flow in a specific manner. I think it'll be easier to add stuff after. I'm not sure. Okay, so this is how it looks with the water flowing down. Now, because of the shaders, the water is a little clearer than I'd like it to be. I don't know if there's something I'm going to be able to do to counteract that. Maybe put some different colored wool or something behind it, or just a darker type of stone maybe. But I'm going to add some detail next, and I think it's looking really good. I've added a few little rocks in here and there, and one over in the corner, and honestly, I think I'm probably going to end up redoing the whole back, or the wall that you can see that's dirt there, and some other type of stone, maybe some andesite and stone and cobblestone mix. That might look pretty good. Or possibly basalt. I'm not sure yet, but I know that I like this very much, and I do not want too much of the same color. If I were to do it all in the deep slate, it would blend in, and I want these rocks to stick out. They look really nice, and it really helps break up the water a little bit. I actually went ahead and put the stone up behind it, and I actually really like this. It looks much better, and I've not completed it 100%, but I am going to move on to digging the river out now, because I am very happy with how this turned out and how it looks. I'll probably add little details here and there, and maybe finish going all the way around with stone. I don't know if I want to add stone to this cliff face here or not, and I just wish there could be more, I don't know, animation, more movement to the water, like a real waterfall, how it has the water rushing down the different faces. I mean, it's kind of there, but it's just kind of flat and dull. I don't know if adding some like glass panes or bubble columns will help with that or not. Moving on to do the river, like I said before, these torches are outlining where the river will run. The problem is as you can see, we're near sea level here, You can sort of see out here. Well, I'll just walk over here. Here is the sea level or the water level or whatever you want to call it. And I'm torn between digging this out and keeping it the same level or letting the water flow as it would in a real river. The problem with that is that I can't actually use a boat, and so it would render the river completely useless, but it would look cool. And I was really kind of hoping to have it be useful for actually transporting myself. I will be putting a pathway in as well for the horses. I've actually been breeding the horses up to try and get a perfect horse. I don't know. I guess I'm just gonna get started, and I can always fix it if I don't like it. I am very pleased with how the river turned out. Please let me know down in the comments if you liked how the river turned out and if you have any suggestions for further improvements to it. I am going to be putting mud in the bottom here, but that's going to take me a while to get ready. And it was very fun riding off of the waterfall there. That was pretty sweet. And I'm just going to quickly run around here to show you this section, which I didn't show you in the branch off, but there it is, just to the lake out there, and then it goes around. I'm going to be adding a couple of bridges in different sections, so I have access to other parts without having to walk across. Probably going to add a bridge right around here, and then I'm going to be adding a bridge around here as well. And then there will be a walkway that will go up underneath this and sort of skirt around and go off into this direction as we expand the base area. And speaking of expanding, I am running out of room for chests. I have put a bunch of barrels and I've made an ender chest, and I don't have any more room. It's starting to make the hut look a little cluttered. I actually don't hate how this barrel shelf system sort of looks, so that's really nice. This is just my composter. And so next episode, I think there's going to have to be a base upgrade. I wanted to go ahead and show you all what the map looks like now that we've added the new improvements to the jungle area. So as you can see, this is the waterfall, and it runs down into the river, and the river flows over into this river, and then this river will eventually flow back around, and it completes an actual entire circle, which is really, really cool. And as you can see also, the market appears on the map too, and it looks really, really cool. And I'm actually looking forward to improving this area, which I'm going to call more the medieval district, so I have several different types of building styles that I can work with. I'm also going to be adding different things to the jungle as well. The problem is, with the jungle, it's a lot harder to come up with different builds because there isn't particularly that much out there to look at. There's Mayan temples and Aztec and Incan and those types of things, but I'm not really a fan of the style or structures that are traditional. And when I've done research looking online for different things, there isn't all that much that comes up. Obviously, there's the treehouse, but the treehouse doesn't look good in my opinion. It just sticks out too much, and I think it would do more harm to the aesthetic of this area than anything else. So what I've been leaning towards is more of a fantasy-like thing where, movies like Avatar or Jurassic Park or Lord of the Rings, different fantasy vibes like that, because I appreciate the aesthetic and the vibrance that it offers in the jungle. I've actually gone ahead and collected up a lot of mushroom blocks, and I'm going to be doing more collection with the nether woods as well, because they offer a very vibrant and different texturing. And I think you'll be very interested to see what I have for you guys in the next episode, where we make the next adaptation to the jungle and the new base that I'm going to be making. But with that said, this is going to be the end of the episode. Unfortunately, it's a bit of a shorter episode than I would like to have, but with all of the preparations for the villagers and different things going on in my personal life, I just didn't have enough time to make any more content for this episode. I hope you guys don't mind. I know it took me forever to get this episode out, and I really look forward to making the next episode, and I hope that I can make the episodes a lot quicker now that I have this new gear. Anyways, thank you all for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye-bye. Just through this door, and across that dirt platform ahead of us. And honestly, everyone, I can't even believe that this is here. I'm speechless. But there it is.